Stadium. EA Sports College Football just about a month into the season, and we are ready for this Week 4 clash. It's the Minnesota Golden Gophers and the Washington Huskies. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
The most beautiful views from the water on Lake Washington. Husky Stadium is something special. You can see the lake, the mountains. You can see it all from kickoff. This is one of the most glorious views in all of college sports. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. Washington likely to try to boot it deep to get things started. Fielded in the end zone. It's Thompson. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking downfield, it's Lindsey. Open on the left side, it's Smith. Oh, he's got some space. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they've kick-started this drive with that one.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Fresh set of downs going up top. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Straight ahead, it's Ford. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35. Third and 6 yards to go. He's looking to throw. Right side, it's Davis. And he gets it right on the crust, maybe a few pebbles short of a first down in that football. I see the closed fist from the ref. It'll be 4th down.
Well, there's an example of the quarterback just creating on the fly, because I think that was supposed to go to the running back on a screen, and he just saw an open guy downfield and said, I don't know, I'm just going to throw it down to this dude. He's wide open. I know it's not how we drew.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. There he goes. The 40, the 30, running inside the 20. Touchdown, Golden Gophers. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Catches it inside his 20. Chance to really gain some ground. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. Wide receiver comes in motion. Williams. Under pressure. Gonna try to get it himself. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. Long way to go on second down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Shepard. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
He's got it. At the 45 on his way. Makes the catch and he's free. Brought down after the huge gain. Gets this offense set up at the 27.
Obviously, massive play by the offense, picking up a big first down on an explosive. But, David, third down defense, it's one thing to allow a first down, but you've got to make tackles. You can't give up explosive plays like that. At the end of the day, it's all going to come down to fundamentals, and, you know, that is driving their defensive coaching staff crazy.
It's so frustrating. You want to be great on those boxes, right? You want to check those third downs. You don't want to give up explosives. Well, you just did 2 and 1. That's not good for this defense, right? They've got to control that third down a little bit better. They got to snatch some momentum back, and you got to tackle better, man. You got some opportunities to get guys on the ground. You got to accomplish the mission.
They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
From the gun, it's Shepard. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
Incomplete. He had it right in his hands for the pick, and I believe he might have been thinking about those big plays he's known for. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Left side is Coleman Williams. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that.
Lined up in the gun, Williams on third down. Fires to the end zone. He'll fire back across his body, and it's intercepted. The Golden Gophers will start this drive. The offense looks ready to roll. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Looking for a man. It's Lindsey. Lets it fly. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
You hear about shot plays all the time. Offensive coordinators love to take deep shots down the field. They plan them. They plan when they're going to do them, and I bet you we'll plan to see a few more throughout this game.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Second down, gonna throw it. Fires to the right. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the third down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Third and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking left. Another incompletion on third down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoke the fear of God into this defense because this 3-and-out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Here comes the Washington offense to start this possession. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
And you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
Makes the grab. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
And that just shows you the team speed this defense has. As soon as they identify who's got the ball, they are around and surrounding that ball carrier so quickly.
The run inside. It's Shepard. He's past the marker. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
And most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
Headed to the end zone, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Washington!
Well, on that run, he shows you why he's so dynamic. He's got all the tools in the toolbox to hit the home run, David, and they're going to stay patient with him. They know they're not going to score a touchdown every single time they give it to him, but he is that guy that can break the game wide open for this offense. Expect more from him.
Yeah, and then once you start giving it to him, you create that balance on offense. Then you can play action and suck those linebackers up. So it's only going to help this offense make it more two-dimensional as opposed to one. Get the running game going, and then it opens up the pass.
We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. To the air, it's Lindsey. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense trying to take it back.
Well, defenses get excited when they see the quarterback in an empty backfield like that. They know, hey, I'm not going to have to beat a running back or a tight end to get there. If I get to him, I might have an opportunity to knock this thing loose, and that's exactly what happened for the defense.
First and goal, and what will be the last play of this quarter. Here's Williams to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Out wide right, it's Eldridge. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Go straight ahead. Swamped immediately.
Unsuccessful second down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on third down?
They'll move the wide receiver. Williams from the gun on third down. Backs looking for the goal line. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies! When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
From deep, it's Thompson. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Running inside, it's Ford. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards.
And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish, and they just need something to get going, to get started, because They've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
To throw, it's Lindsey. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Breaks into the open. He's at the 50. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Minnesota! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Extra point here will tie the game. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Slips through the line. Got a little room. And there he goes. He will score. Touchdown, Washington. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. So that one will put his name in the record books. You can't have a longer return in college football. 100 yards for 6. Deep in the end zone, it's Hayes. He's got great speed. Oh, what vision. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He just took it the entire length of the field, end to end, coast to coast, nationwide for the touchdown.
And how about the fans in the stands going, no, 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 take a knee, no, yes, 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 yes. Over 100 yards to the kickoff return. Nice job taking it out of the end zone, making a huge play.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. These two offenses have been outstanding in the early going, and that ramps up the pressure to put something on the board every time you touch it. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. Washington wants to go quickly. Throwing, Williams. The quick out. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback get going the other direction.
Third down from the gun, Williams. Fires to the tight end. At the 40, there he goes. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
Well, on a lot of third downs, tight ends can be a quarterback's best friend, but especially this guy. I mean, he's got a unique skill set catching the football. He could be the primary target, not just on this offense, but on offenses all around the...
Wide open, he makes the catch. Touchdown, Huskies. Rolled his way into the end zone.
And that's exactly how you draw it up on offense, man. You run the football, you get those bodies committed, Jesse, and you use speed out wide with a little bit of play action.
A really nice job of setting it up by the play caller, you're right. And those linebackers and safeties, they want to come down and support the run, but a really nice throw, excellent route, and they're able to connect for a massive TD.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. He'll bring it out. It's Hayes. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Quick give. It's Smith. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. To the air. It's Lindsey. Fires to the wideout. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete. You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. Third down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a fourth down.
And that's the play the defense finally needed, man. They were getting gashed early. First 2 drives, they gave up 2 touchdowns. They knew they had to be able to get off the field. Great job creating the incompletion there on third down, now setting up fourth.
Looks it in at the 40. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Williams. They're all over him. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. Washington right back to the line. Back to pass on second down. He's going for the big play. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Third and long right here. Williams looking for a man. Rushes on. Oh, he dropped it. He had the pick in his hands and a chance for one of his patented big plays, and he couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Not a lot of room to field this one. He only needs a sliver of daylight. There he goes. Open it up. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! Special teams coming through, the third aspect of the game, delivering big time.
Hey, kick it to him at your own will, man, because that dude has a jetpack. He can absolutely fly. You see why they got him back deep, man. Catch it, let people kind of get an angle on him, and he just goes soof and takes off, erases angles. His speed back there as a punt returner, man, is it dangerous.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Thought he might have had a little room for a second, but he'll be stopped at the 28, and a pretty good job by the coverage unit. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Williams knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Right side, it's Lawson, and he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Williams will pass. Here comes the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Punt is in the air on fourth down. Fields the punt. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. A snap, wants to throw to start this drive. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Smith. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few.
It's a really nice job by the cornerback playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball. And this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that will try to submarine these rig running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
Throws to the wideout. It's picked off, and that's number 10.
Well, the quarterback wants that throwback, guys. He's thinking to himself, I'm going to drive down the field here in a 2-minute situation. We're going to get the lead. We're going to have the momentum going into the first half, but he got too aggressive. And he should have thrown that one away or eaten it, because now the other team has a chance to score points here at the end of the half.
Going deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Here's Williams to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Back to pass. It's Lindsey. Fires to the wideout. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down. You get that turnover, and you try to punch them hard immediately on the first play, and they come up with a big gain.
And when the defense is running on the field, you are thinking sudden change, sudden change. When they create a turnover, a lot of times offenses want to be aggressive. They were, and they get rewarded.
He wants to go deep. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, hard to believe we're a full month into the season. A lot of action in college football here in Week 4. We begin with a look at Penn State taking on the Nebraska Cornhuskers. And it's the Nittany Lions looking to make it 5 straight wins, and they do that. They essentially lock down a postseason spot, although I think their goals are far bigger than just that. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the American Conference.
Hit and dropped in the backfield. He'll lose 4. That defender reacted immediately when he saw the play and just set his hair on fire toward the ball carrier.
And you got to see those plays. Those plays are very fast. It happens quick. There's no fake to a toss. It's pitching down the outside, trying to get to the wide side of the field. Great job by the defense. You got to set those edges by the defensive end, and everybody fly to the football.
Cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play.
Defense came on the field with fresh legs, and here on just the second play of the drive, they're able to get a sack.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Throwing, Williams. He lets it fly. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
And that's just what this defense needed. They needed to get a stop here in the 3rd quarter. They've given up a lot of plays, a lot of points, a lot of yards. Needed to get a stop and try to get this ball back to their offense.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Minnesota's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. Back to throw, it's Lindsey. Out wide right, it's Smith. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Second down to the air. Got it behind the line. It's Smith. He's right there to stop him, but the quick throw and catch enough to give them the first down. That's why you want to get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. It lets you beat a blitz. It lets you get a first down.
And that makes me think, do I want to blitz? You know, how do I leave him open? Because they keep dumping it off to the running back and having success. I'm going to think twice about bringing the blitz. Nice read by the QB. Nice job by the running back getting some extra yards and getting the first down.
Driven back.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time, the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short game.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. Wants to go up top on second down. Flip it out to the back on the screen. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. With the draw, it's Smith. Touchdown, Minnesota! That one will give them the lead.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone.
Oh, they blocked the extra point. Now he can return this.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point.
Got him.
They're up 35-28. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score.
Hey, man, trying to block my kicks, man. Oh, my God. I can't believe I
rather
did that.
inauspicious start with the kickoff out of bounds and great field position for this offense. Hits inside, it's Shepard. Turning it on! Inside the 40. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. And the Huskies just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Williams on the play fake. Makes the catch, it's Shepard. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. The Huskies in the hurry-up. You want to talk about building a drive around a guy, first on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
And you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide. You can fake it to him and throw it. This is the guy that really stretches the field and makes you decide how you want to defend him. A linebacker, a safety, whatever it is, it's usually not good enough when he's receiving the ball out of the backfield.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Washington comes to the line with a 1st and goal. Tough run here. It's Shepard. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Williams still looking to his right. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Huskies. playmaker to just elude the defense and get in for the score.
And I tell you what, defensively, you can't let this guy get on the edges. You cannot give up contain when your defensive ends. You got to stay outside. You got to make sure you know this guy's going to scramble and try to make plays, and you got to make sure you keep him in the pocket.
He'll bring it out. It's Hayes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air. It's Lindsey. Makes the grab. It's Ford. Oh, he's got some space. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. The Golden Gophers peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Drops back on first down. Trying to beat the D deep. Intercepted for the 11th time.
Now, teams that play cover 1 at an elite level have an elite guy in the middle of the field that he's playing zone, everybody else playing man, and he can cover so much ground. You watch him run, he breaks on the football when he needs to, goes and makes the big interception.
And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Williams. Buying time to his right. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down. They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Quickly to the tight end. Still on his feet at the 45. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
After giving up that big shot defensively, how confident are you calling that coverage again? You're now on your own end of the field, and now your backs are against the wall.
Find space. It's Shepard. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
They try to go draw, but it's just way too much penetration in the middle of the offensive line, and that the offense has a negative play.
Williams looking for a man. Quick completion on the out route. Gain of 2 on the play sets up 3rd and 8.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. Here's Williams to throw. There were serious revolutions on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
And it's good! They take the lead here in the 4th.
And I think I like the call, man. You got an opportunity to take the lead in the 4th quarter, go for the kick. He executes it perfectly, Defense, now it's your turn. We got the lead. We got to get a stop.
He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Snap in the shotgun. Right side, it's Thompson. There he goes. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Short completion on 1st down, and here comes 2nd and 8. They'll move the tight end. Moves the pocket. It's Lindsey. Out wide right, it's Thompson. Got room at the 35. Lots of running room. Touchdown, Golden Gophers. They move on top here in the 4th.
Man, how about this quarterback right away seeing, I got to get rid of the football. There's a lot of guys near the line of scrimmage. He spits it out, and I let my receiver do the rest. Let my playmaker make me look really good, really nice pitch and catch, and guess what? You got the lead now in the 4th quarter.
Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run.
Snags it, and there's running room. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the 1st down. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Straight ahead, it's Shepard. They put the brakes on him.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
Throwing, Williams. He's taking a deep shot. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. So can the defense get one more stop, one more time, and hold on to this lead? Laterals it back. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And now with that play, for this offense, it's got to have it time. Yeah, I'm going for it on 4th down. Obviously, a field goal does nothing, but I got 3 timeouts, and that is a good thing. Because I have those in my pocket, I can attack the whole field, I just got to focus in on the yardage to get this 4th down and move the sticks.
4th down, Williams. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. He's got it way down the field. Drag to the ground, but not before. He's converted the 4th down to keep the drive going.
Hey, man, that was just perfect execution offensively. On a 4th down like that, if you're going to throw a completion, get the first and keep the drive alive, QB's got to be great with his eyes. He's got to throw it on time. His target has to be in the perfect place at the perfect time, and you got to be able to haul it in. They checked all the boxes on that 4th down.
The Gophers will take their first time out. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. Caught on the RPO. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on 2nd down.
They'll call a timeout. Play clock running short. It was down to 5 before the stoppage. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Williams. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And he showed off the wheels after using the hands on the pick, and he gets it down to the 34-yard line.
You know how it go, man. You scored on me with that too easy the first time.
One possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level, though.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with the W.
He stopped in his tracks, and at least they didn't lose yardage on this one. Now Washington uses his 3rd timeout, and they can't stop the clock again.
Good game, bro.
Powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. They won the game today.